Are you tired of not being able to catch a big bass? Is your friends always making fun of you because you can't catch a big one? Well, then you need to stay tuned for this week's Bowser Big Bass Tip. Let's go. Okay, y'all, so this week's Big Bass Tip is all about weight selection. Like, what's the difference between lead and tungsten? What weight size should you even select? Or how important even is the selection? To start off with, what's even the difference between tungsten and lead, right? Well, tungsten is a more dense, compact metal, so you're going to have a smaller weight size and you're going to have an added sensitivity, whereas lead is a less dense metal, so the weight size is going to be bigger to get the weight that you want, and it's going to be less sensitive. However, whenever it comes to the two, tungsten is obviously a little bit more expensive than lead. So if you're trying to save a little bit of money and not break the bank account, lead is still a really good option. It's been around for years, but for me personally, I prefer tungsten because of the sensitivity and because of the size. When it comes to your weight selection, it's really going to depend on what kind of presentation you're trying to make. If you're flipping heavier cover, or you're just flipping trying to get reaction bites, obviously you're going to want a heavier weight, like a ½ ounce or a ¾ ounce like you see in my hand here. Whereas if you're using a more finesse tactic like a worm or something like that, you're going to want to go down to a ¼ ounce or an ½ ounce weight like the one you see here. And finally, how important is weight selection? Well, just as I briefly described, depending on what kind of tactic you're trying to use, weight selection is extremely important, more important than what a lot of anglers really think. A lot of times those fish are looking for a pretty specific presentation. That's why whenever you go to the boat ramp, there's some guys that caught a bunch of them that day and some guys that didn't. Whenever it comes to your weight selection, you really need to pay attention to, one, what kind of conditions are you fishing? Is it more of a finesse tactic? Are you looking for more reaction bites? And answer accordingly. If you're looking for reaction bites, you want a heavier weight. And if you're looking for more of a finesse presentation, you want a lighter weight. What I would suggest is always start off with a lighter weight, try that, and see if you can get bites there. And if not, then move up to the next size weight. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this week's Bowser Big Bass Tip. My name's Jordan, and if you enjoyed this experience, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.